Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joel and Jamie here from Railstar Evolution. Now today we thought we'd just make a short video showing all the basics of the beacon, since it was introduced quite recently and not as many people know all that about it. So to start with, let's just get the crafting recipe for it. You'll need 5 glass, a nether star, and 3 obsidian. So we just get all that and go to a crafting bench, put it in the display I showed you earlier, like so. Put the nether star in the middle, and the obsidian just goes along the bottom. And there we have it, we have a beacon, and we can place it down like so. As you can see, when there's nothing underneath it, it doesn't actually get lighted, but we'll move on to that in a sec.
Alright guys, so now we're on to the physical nature of the beacons. Firstly, for a beacon to be activated, it has to be placed on what they call a pyramid. Now this pyramid can be built of any of the 4 iron, gold, diamond or emerald, but the ore itself doesn't actually have any effect on the beacon. Now, there are 4 different kinds of pyramid that you can use. The smallest is just a 3x3 flat square on the ground with the beacon in the center. The second is a 5x5 with a 3x3 on top. The third is a 7x7, then a 5x5, then a 3x3. And the fourth is a 9x9, and then etc. all the way up to the top. Now, just a reminder, each of these pyramids have to be completely filled in with the ore that you choose. The ore doesn't have any effect, as I said before. But the size of the pyramid allows, with the 3x3, it has a radius in every direction horizontally of 20 blocks. The 5x5 has a radius of 30 blocks. The 7x7 has a radius of 40 blocks. And the 9x9 has a radius of 50 blocks. So now, Joel, I guess you'll get onto the effects.
Alright guys, so what these radiuses actually do is control how large an area these beacons affect people with their effects. So if we right click on them, you'll notice it brings up this dialog box, and this is the smallest of all of the pyramids, and you'll notice that with the smallest diagram it unlocks speed and haste, which is the first row. Now if we move on to the second, you'll notice it also unlocks resistance and jump boost and corresponds with the diagram they drew over here. And if we move to the third one, same deal, it unlocks one more thing. And if we move to the very last one, what's that diamond doing in there? You'll notice it unlocks the secondary power, and now that is not grayed out either. So if we move back to the first, let's just show what they do. I'm gonna get my GUI up. First of all, you put in any, as you can see, it's got a picture of these ores. It doesn't matter what you put in, we're just gonna put in a diamond. You put in a diamond, click any effect you want. For instance, say I want this one to give speed. You'll now click that, you click done, and now what this beacon does is, for a 20 block radius, it gives the player extra speed. As you can see, when you hit E, speed is right there. Now if we move on, let's move to, say, the third one. It unlocks strength, jump boost, all that stuff, wonderful stuff. So if we give it a diamond, we can choose out of all this stuff. We just can't choose regeneration because that's grayed out, so let's give it strength. Now for a 40 block radius, you now have strength, and if you look here, it should be popping up. Alright, sorry, you forgot to click, sorry, you got to click strength, then click done, and it should be popping up now. Yep, there we go. Okay, now if we move on to the last one, I'm doing this one last just because it's a bit special. As you can see, it's got secondary power. Now if we put a diamond in, first of all, what happens is you choose a primary power, so let's give it resistance. You click done. This now has resistance. If we look here, it's got resistance. Now you can choose a secondary power. Now this is either regeneration, just regeneration, or you can choose the second power of your original effect. So I could choose resistance 2, which just means you get more resistance or faster resistance, whatever it is. I'm going to choose regeneration, so you put in a diamond, click that, click done, and now you got regeneration as well. So that's just how these work. A last alternative that you can use beacons for is just as a source of light. If I change the time here, does that. Whoops, time set 18, 1, 2, 3, like so. Anyway, that's just some of the stuff you can use beacons for. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and otherwise we'll just see you guys later.
We'll see you next time.
people know too much about it. So, not too many people know as much about it. Shit. Okay.
Joel has no friends.
Wow. What was that, Jamie?
You gotta learn to deal with hecklers in this line of work.
Alright guys, so what these radiuses actually do is control how large the area the effects of these beacons go for. Jamie just texted something. We go back, let's just start with this first one. When you open the fuck. And otherwise we'll just see you guys later.
Yep, we'll see you next time. Came back in for the end. Left you with the shit bit and came back in for the goodbye.